Hi everybody, welcome to Experimental Sonic Art Lab. My name is Shaleph O'Neill. I'm going to take you through the setup of my prepared guitar equipment today, just so you get a sense of how that works. Now, some of you have probably seen the videos that I put online already. If you've not, then please go and have a look at them. You might find them interesting. This is the first one where I've really kind of spoken about what my equipment is and how I use it. All of the equipment is owned by me. I bought it all. And it's very basic in terms of how it works. So I'm just going to very quickly take you through that right now. So as you can see from the desktop, here I've got the main instrument, which is my prepared guitar. And this is a lap steel guitar. It's very cheap. It's only got one pickup. It's got one volume control and one tone control, and then standard tuners at the top as well. It's currently tuned, I think, to Open D, I think I've got it tuned to, or Open C, C sharp or something like that. I can't remember. So that's basically fairly standard guitar. Being a lap steel guitar means it doesn't sit on the frets, so it's quite useful for then putting things in between the strings and so on, which is really good for prepared guitar work. The connection then is basic 1/4-inch jack out of the guitar into the effects pedals. So the first effects pedal is an Echoplex delay. And here you can change things like the delay setting, the volume of the delay, and the sustain or the time of the delay. And you can also mess around with the age of that sound, because it's attempting to copy sounds of old tape delays. And it does a pretty good job. It can make some nice kind of warbly effects sometimes, which is pretty useful. And then the output from the Echoplex goes straight into a reverb pedal. And again, there are different controls here to affect the decay, how long the reverb lasts, again the volume, and the blend of the kind of dry signal and the wet signal, and how that kind of works together. There's also different settings for plate, spring, room, and so on, different kinds of basic reverb settings. I pretty much have it set on a kind of an epic setting, which is a really big kind of spacey the reverb sound with the delay going into it. And that's my kind of basic, if you like, effects setup. I have different effects pedals that I sometimes swap in and out. Phasers, distortions, so on. I'll mess around with them at different points. I'm also interested in using some iPad effects, so I'll get into showing you how that works in another video perhaps. But today I'm going to show you pretty much how this thing works. I've talked a little bit about what the setup is, and now I'm just going to kind of demonstrate some of the basic stuff that I do with it. And like I say, if you've seen some of my videos, you'll know this already. So let's just give you a little bit of a taste of what it sounds like. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the EBow. Now, I use the EBow quite a lot because it is a really great sustaining tool. So it leads to self-sustaining sound on a string, which works really well on this guitar. Great thing about the EBow is there's two settings, so you can change it so it picks out different harmonics. You can leave it sitting on the string if you want. It'll sustain forever if you do that. You can take it off and on. And you can also press it into the string sometimes. So different kinds of manipulation create different kinds of sounds. There it's kind of self-vibrating, which is kind of interesting. So that's just putting something through the strings like I explained before. Now it's vibrating the string against the wood. Crazy actually. So there you go, and there's a basic introduction to how my prepared guitar setup works. I was using an EBow, a slide, and a beater, just an ordinary beater like this, which you can use for various kinds of glockenspiel, xylophones, etc. Simple steel as well, kind of does a good job for these kind of things, but I've got all sorts of different kinds of tools and implements to mess around with in relation to preparing guitar and making all sorts of different sounds. So in future videos, what I hope to do is to explore that a little bit more. And I've got all sorts of different other equipment as well, some of it electronic, and visualizations also. So some of the visualization work I've been doing or showing on some of my other videos, I'm going to start moving that into this territory and start showing how that works. Connecting up the prepared guitar music stuff with experimental visualizations of that sound. So stay tuned for that kind of stuff if you're interested. Thanks very much. See you soon. Bye.